Friday. I'm down at the hot tub. It is icy. It is not snowing because it has an extra. We now have like hazy sun right now. Hazy sunshine, I guess is what they're calling it. Whatever. So I'm back from physical therapy. It went really well. I kept up with all the exercises she wanted me to do. I was only getting winded is the thing, which is good. I say it's good because it's the fact that I was not hurting in my leg more than I was getting winded in the breath. Anyways, so I'm down here. Got a jet shooting right on the side of my calf. This hot tub has weaker jets than before, but anyways. So speaking of ice and snow and whatnot, so if you guys follow on my Snapchat, I went to the store yesterday and there was a couple, young couple, I don't want to say kids, but they were very young. Put you over on the coffee cup. You aren't going to work very well. That works better. It was getting cold, so I wanted to put it in hot water. Anyways, so they were arguing over whether or not the grass milk was from grass-fed cows or grass. Now, the guy said, the boy, the male, shouldn't attribute genders, but he looked like a guy to me, was trying to convince his girlfriend that it was grass-fed cows, and she said, and he, you know, and that's why it was in the organic section, because it's grass-fed, not, you know, GMO corn or whatever. And she says, well, no, it says grass milk. It's got to be from grass. That's what I've been drinking so I can maintain a vegan diet. My thing went, no, grass milk is, it's got a picture of a cow on the box. Carton. But it's the fact that people around here are so anti-chemical for like ice and snow that they don't want to use salt because it's bad for the cars. It'll rot your cars. You know, y'all from the Midwest or somewhere else can just, you know, go ahead, yell at me in the comments. I don't care. I want them to use salt. Salt's amazing. The problem is they'll go through and they'll use this thing called ice melt, which they're like, oh, well, it has this in it, which is not a salt. I'm like, which is not salt. I'm like, technically, you're using the same word with two definitions, and you're rationalizing it. Correct. What it has in it is not rock salt. It's not knuckle. It is, however, a salt. I've explained this before to many, many people, that the chemistry definition of a salt is what's left over from an acid-base neutralization minus water. I'm going to throw some chemistry here at you guys because it's very simple, because it involves knuckle. So that's hydrogen peroxide plus hydrogen chloride, or sodium hydroxide. Sorry, I screwed that one up. Sodium hydroxide. Not hydrogen peroxide. No. Sodium hydroxide with hydrogen chloride comes together as HOH or H2O and knuckle. Like, it literally happens. You have a 1 on the pH scale and a 14 on the pH scale, and you're like, they come together to create effectively salt water. And then you can evaporate the water and you have rock salt, literally. Getting a hold of those two chemicals is important to make sure that you have a 1-to-1 ratio, but that's the idea. The math is a 1-to-1 ratio. So any other acid-base neutralization that you can find, the H and the OH from the other sides create water, and everything else is a salt. Anyways, So the ice melt that people use that's kind of blue has salt in it, has a salt in it, but it's not rock salt. So they find it okay. But I've been having like issues because the Oregonian and K2 are like, oh well, you know, some of our roads are super clear thanks to some help from Seattle. Also some rock salt. And like the people in the comments are like, I knew that we shouldn't trust Seattle. They come down here to poison our environment. Just like, okay, all right, that's cool. Thanks for the hate on Seattle, but they're not trying to poison the environment. Salt's pretty common in the environment. It's not great because you don't want to, i.e., salt the earth, but that's also kind of an express. I mean, you have to use an ever-loving butt ton over a long period of time to do it. Like, you gotta like salt it and then like let it wetten a little bit to get it in there. But we get so much water and rain around here that it'll wash away through the soil pretty quickly. We aren't gonna salt the earth. Is it gonna hurt your car? Maybe if you leave it on there for months and months and months and months and months, but wash your car like in a couple weeks. We'll be good. Get an undercarriage, spend an extra $1. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the Toyota dealership and get the $10 car wash, not the $6 car wash. Anyways, so am I gonna sneeze in the hot tub? Apparently. Well, that's a clear nose now. And I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, it's really steamy because the heat jets at the bottom turned on. That's why I'm like in this weird funky position, because it gets that part of my calf right down on the heat jet. So there's a lot of steam picking up a lot of chlorinated smell. 728, whatever. So yeah. Just gonna let this go. I'm gonna move around the hot tub a bit more. I don't really want to get my head wet because then it'll come back out of water and then the air will cool my hair off, which is not good. Yeah, I will chat with you guys over the weekend. It's still on the outs whether or not practice will be canceled or not. I'm not sure. So far they've been running with it that it is. I haven't checked my phone for like 2 hours. So yeah, I'll chat with you guys over the weekend and we'll be recovering from this ice crap.